is the VEVOR 3,000 gallons per hour pump. It is a 3/4 horsepower pump. So this is gonna be a huge upgrade from what we have. It's a big boy. Okay. All your hardware is inside. Okay, this is the drain plug that's gonna go in through here. Just gonna hand tighten it and have Marius do the rest.
Okay.
This is a hose adapter, so it also has a gasket. So the VEVOR one is really cool because everything's labeled. On our old pump, everything's like symbols and you have to read hieroglyphics in order to understand what's happening. It's all labeled. So you have waste labeled, return labeled, and pump labeled.
So this goes here and then I just tighten it down.
And use another hose adapter here. I'm going to screw it in where it says pump. Because remember, this is the filter, this is the pump. And then this one's also going to go in here. This is just the close cap. I'm just going to put that over the waste. Sand anyway. And then our pressure gauge is going to go here. Everything's nicely labeled. Okay, and then there's an adapter for the normal hoses. I'm going to screw one onto the front of the pump and then one to the return here so that my hoses that I already have will just screw onto this pump. All right, we're going to remove this one. Okay, so for our pool, we have this cutoff. So I'm going to lock this so the pool water won't leak out. And then on this one, we have an aftermarket. This is by Pool Hacker. But I'm also going to cut this one off so that way I can disconnect this hose and disconnect that hose and switch out the pump part. I'm going to unscrew this one from here. All right, so we have the pump disconnected. So we'll move the pump. This I can't lift by myself, so I'll wait for Marius. And we're going to put our new platform down. Okay, that has a nice little channel that it has to go into. I had to move it away from the rocks. Okay, we do need to put the sand in first. This needs to go in, and when it's inside, there's a little channel that this sits into, and then you put the cap on. You don't want any sand to come in here because the water filters in and out through here. I like to shoot for somewhere right around the middle, maybe a little heavy middle. I want to sit this in there. It's probably going to take the whole 20-pound bag. Okay, this is a 25-pound bag. This is a huge filter. We're definitely gonna need the other bag. Oh, perfect.
That's more.
Okay, so we needed about a bag and a half. So you need about 35 pounds, I would say, of sand for this size filter. You want to store this because you need it next time you have to fill up the pump. Put your O-ring around the head. We have our pump one here. This is our return. Our pressure gauge is going to be on the side. And you want to make sure the pipe that's in here sits inside of this. Don't make sure it's not to the side. You want to make sure you line it up and it's nicely on there. Okay, so then this hose is going to go into our return because this is our return hose. That might need an O-ring, but we'll see. Anything that leaks after the fact, we'll check. So then our pipes that pull into the pump, we're going to screw into the end over here. Marius is just going to go over and hand tighten these better than I can. And then don't forget this. This is very, very important because this top piece will just fly off. And just make sure these are opposite. Where the square nut will fit here, but on the other side it's opposite. So they're gonna kind of be flipped. And then you just tighten these down. You don't want to over tighten it. You want to evenly tighten each side so that it's kind of a snug hold around it. And it gets tight pretty quick. We attached our backwash hose just for convenience sake. The first thing I want to do is try and get as much water into the pump without turning anything on. So I am going to actually go to the backwash setting. They say you only want to move clockwise, so anytime you switch, it's better to move clockwise. But okay, so now I'm going to open them up so the water starts to fill into the pump. Okay, and then we have our aftermarket one here from Pool Hacker. I'm going to turn this one on too. So water's going to start flowing in here. And I want to just kind of let it naturally fill up. So I'm going to release the air here and let it just get as much water as it's going to get in there. All right, so I'm just backwashing until my water over here runs clear. It's pretty dirty, so we want it to be clean so it doesn't go back into our pool.
All right, then after that water's clear from the backwash, you take it from the backwash position and go right back to the filter position. All right, lock it in place here, and then you just turn it on. There it goes. So now you have a much more powerful VEVOR 3,000 gallon per hour sand tank with a 3/4 horsepower pump that'll clean the 6,000 gallon water swimming pool in 2 hours versus 4 hours with the old Best Way pump. I highly recommend getting a Pool Hacker solar powered fountain light. You can adjust how high the water shoots and the pressure here. So watch this. Just open it up and it'll drop. All right. Click the link right there if you want to get more information on the solar powered RGB light fountain. But that helps aerate and keep the water circulated, etc. Some of you that are asking, well, how do we know when to backwash? When you first turn it on, wherever the pressure is on the gauge, make that pressure your baseline, all right? Once you see the pressure change from the baseline that you had when you first started it, right after connecting everything and setting it up, that's when you should do some backwash, basically to where it was when you first turned on your new pump. So that's how you do it, and y'all enjoy your pool every summer for as long as you can, because we will.